Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited. It's 2022. Happy New Year. I'm feeling much better. For those of you who know, I was feeling under the weather for a little while and I'm 90% recovered now. And my daughter is also feeling better too. So really thankful and I really appreciate all of your well wishes. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 most used bags and my top 5 least used bags in 2021. So it's kind of a mix here in no particular order. I'm going to go through each one and kind of share my rationale. And I'd love your thoughts. So for the very first one, I'm going to share with you, let's go with this one here since it's not even in the dust bag. You can see it. It is my Chanel Jumbo in the single flap, black caviar, silver hardware. It's got the flat CC hardware, which I absolutely adore. And let me just undress her chains here. Gorgeous, right? So for those of you who may not be aware, the single flap version has the grommets side to side, so it's much easier to pull the chain out and also to put the chain back in because there is not that double flap on the inside. So you can see here it goes right in there. So let me open this up for you. Unfortunately, this falls in the least used category once again. I think this was in my least used bags category last year for 2020 as well. So this is 2 years in a row, and I think it's just because it's such a big bag. And you guys know that I gravitate towards smaller bags. I'm a bit of a minimalist when it comes to carrying my daily essentials. I don't have a whole lot that I carry, but this is a great bag if I am carrying a lot more, and especially in the fall winter months when I have like a scarf and gloves and just more items that I want to put away in my bag. This is a Samorga insert or organizer that I've been using just to keep the structure. It looks beautiful on the inside here. It's got the one open pocket here, and then it's got the zippered compartment. Again, this is the single flap version, as you can see. And then on the back, you've got the big Mona Lisa pocket, which is quite roomy, and I can definitely fit my phone back here for easy access. So it's a great bag. It's not too heavy because it is a single flap version. It is considerably lighter than the double flap. But again, I think it's just the size of it and how commanding it is that I just don't reach for it as much. So unfortunately, 2 years in a row, this is in the least used bags category, but it is such a dreamy bag and I would never let it go. So yeah, that's bag number 1. Okay, and then let's go to one of the most used bags, if not the most used bag in 2021. This one here, you might be able to guess. It's my cutie little mini Eveline from Hermes in the gold with the gold hardware. It's so cute. It's definitely a mini bag. It's got the H perforation on the back, and this is technically the front with the snap closure. Very simple design. It has the really soft raw leather on the inside, and that's what it looks like. Just one main compartment, no other compartments. And then this is the strap. It's really comfortable. And it's in the matching gold. So let me pull this over here. It's one length. It's not adjustable. So it fits me perfectly. I'm about 5 feet 6 inches tall, but depending on your height, it might be a little long or a little short, but I think that this works for most body types and heights as far as I am aware. So it just clips on just like that. And it's funny because I think this was in the least used category for 2020, but it wound up being one of my most used, if not, yeah, probably in the top 2 or 3 most used for 2021. And I think it's just because it's so easy and I haven't really been going anywhere fancy. So it's just a good grab and go, fits all my daily essentials. Especially when I go to pick up my kids from school, run around at the playground, quick little errands. This is a great bag. So this was definitely one of the most used. Okay. Another most used and probably my favorite of 2021 is this gorgeous Chanel mini rectangular flap in the caramel color or the brown color. Brown is the official name from the 21P collection. You know the story if you've watched my videos, how I was able to get my hands on this from the boutique and how it was a bit of an ordeal, kind of dramatic, but so happy to have this. In my eyes, this is like the perfect creamy caramel color, and it comes in the light gold hardware, which I think matches beautifully. It's got the 2 grommets. It's a single flap, of course, we know that already. And it's just really soft, really simple. It's got the one open compartment here, just like the jumbo, and then it has a zippered compartment here. Very similar to the jumbo, and then it's got the smaller Mona Lisa smile pocket in the back. So was definitely happy to be able to score this, again from the 21P collection. I grab this a lot, especially for date nights or when I'm going out to dinners. I feel like it goes really, really well with my neutral wardrobe, and it's just such a nice color. It's warm, but it's also a bit of a chameleon. I had mentioned this in one of my earlier videos. It does change depending on what other colors you use against it, and also in different lighting. So it's just so stunning, so beautiful. So definitely one of my most used, probably will continue to be one of my most used. Okay, let's see here. This bag, probably haven't seen this one in a while, is technically a retired bag and it's quite large. So let's see, it's from Prada. You may have seen this in an older video. I have not used this at all in 2021. In fact, I haven't used this at all in several years. That's why I consider it to be retired, but I'm still hanging on to it for sentimental reasons. It's the one designer handbag that my husband got for me many, many years ago. It's now technically a vintage. Yeah, so this is the Prada Bowler Bag. I don't even know the official name of this bag, but I loved it so much. I wore it so much for several years when I first got this. And my favorite part of this bag is the zipper. It's one zipper all around, but it looks like there's like 3 or 4 zippers stacked. The detail is so pretty. And it's just a really nice calfskin leather, really shiny, and it has the gold hardware, but it's old and it's big, and I don't usually carry that much. So yeah, it's just stuffed at the moment so that it keeps its structure while I have it stored in the back of my closet. But this would probably be my least used bag just because it is in the retired category, but I wanted to show it because it is still part of my collection. So I'll put that down here. Another bag that is least used, I'm gonna have to show you this one here. So this is also from the Chanel 21P collection. So I got really lucky with 21P. I scored 2 minis, one being that caramel that I just showed you, and then this is the gold. It's like this really beautiful shimmery iridescent gold with the light gold hardware. The camera is not doing it justice at all. If you look at this in person, it's so glittery and shimmery and beautiful. It's definitely like a unicorn bag. It's so cute. It's my only mini square. Opens up like that. It's a great length. The square length is a little bit shorter than the rectangular length. So if you're more petite, it's a great size. And it works really nicely both on the shoulder and crossbody. But you see, I even have like the tissue. I have used this bag. I've used it definitely a handful of times, especially when I go out with my husband for dinners. But I'm just not using it a lot, and I feel like because it is gold and it is also shimmery, it feels a little bit more formal, a little bit more fancy. I mean, I've definitely worn this with casual outfits, but I just feel like it looks a little bit more dressy, and I haven't had a whole lot of occasion to dress up this bag. So yeah, unfortunately, it's in one of my least used bags category. Okay, what are we up to now? I'm kind of jumping around. Of course, we have to talk about my Louis Vuitton Pochette accessoire. This one here I've had for a couple of years now. The price on this has gone up so much, you guys, right? It's insane, and it's also so difficult to find these in the boutiques now, let alone online. They've like mysteriously disappeared. They're even harder now to find than they ever were before. So anyway, happy to have this. I have a little gold oval chain on here from Dress Up Your Purse. I also have a bunch of chains from Next Fashion and also from Organize My Bag. I love accessorizing because I feel like it just gives some of these bags a whole new look. So some of my favorites, I'll try to link them down below in the description box if you're interested. I always have promo codes for some of these. Anyway, this is a just very simple canvas piece, right? And it's all monogram. It comes in the Damier Azur as well, which I had purchased. I don't think I even shared it on my channel. And then after I got it, the day I got it, I was like, it's not for me because I just didn't love it nearly as much as the monogram. And I felt like with them being duplicates, I would not reach for the Damier Azur. So I actually returned it like immediately. There's also the Damier Ebene, but that has been discontinued. So you'd have to look on the pre-loved market for that. So I think this one, when I purchased it, it was like $700. No, maybe it was less than that. $630, something like that. I'd have to look it up. But now it's it's a lot more. It's a lot more. It's in the 4 figures, not the 3 figures. So here's what it looks like. Very simple cloth on the inside. And then the newer versions from the last few years have this open compartment, which I know it doesn't seem like it makes a big difference if you have this or not, but I find that I put a lot of things here to separate it from the main compartment. So I love this pocket right here. I feel like it's really handy. Other than that, it's just really light, really simple, and it is definitely one of my most used, for sure. I don't think I even had to say that. For those of you who are regulars on my channel, you know I gush about this piece all the time. You can use it as a clutch, you can use it as a shoulder bag, as a crossbody bag. You can mix out different chains and straps. I have so many for this one. And I can also use it as a catch-all in larger bags when I'm traveling. So for my domestic travels this year, I use this a lot, especially because it's really durable and waterproof. And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's raining or snowing or if we're at the water park, I don't have to fuss about this canvas. So love this so much. All right. Let's see here. Which one is this one? Oh, okay. Oh, I did a video on this not too long ago. It's my one and only Dior bag. This one is the Lady Dior in the small size blush color, or fard in French, or far. I think you don't pronounce the D. I think some of my French subbies taught me that, so it might be just far, although it's spelled fard. Anyway, beautiful champagne gold hardware. The charms are gorgeous. The quilting is gorgeous. This color is really what got me. And let me just undo this here. And this is the ABC Dior style, so it does come with the charms as well. So I'll open that up and show you. But like I said, not too long ago, I did a video dedicated on this bag, and it was titled My Love-Hate Relationship, which is kind of strong, I know. It's a harsh way to put it, but I do have somewhat of a love-hate relationship with this bag, more so than with any other bag in my collection. So if you're interested in finding out why, I'll link that up above if you missed it. But it is a gorgeous bag. Like, aesthetically, it's so, so beautiful. It's just sometimes I feel like it's not the most practical. But these are the charms that I chose for this gorgeous strap, which is removable and adjustable. But this is definitely in the least used category. I haven't had it all that long, but besides that, I just don't reach for this bag as much. It's kind of a finicky bag. Like I said, watch that love-hate relationship video if you're itching to know more. This, I have a feeling, will remain in the least used handbag category for a while, just because I think it's, like I said, so, so, so pretty, but not as functional or as practical as some of my other bags. All right, let's jump around to the one in the back. So this one, I think you'll recognize as well. One of my favorites, definitely one of my most used. And this is my Chanel Walk, wallet on chain, black caviar, silver hardware. I love the silver hardware. I feel like it's really easy to dress down, but you can also dress it up. And this is the older Snap model. Now they make them with the magnetic closures, but I still love this one. And I love the delicate dainty chain. It's so pretty. And I love that you can wrap this around. I've shown this so many times on my channel. You're probably sick of hearing me talk about this, so I won't get into details, but you can play around with this in so many different ways and change the look in so many different ways. And believe it or not, this thing packs a punch. All of my daily essentials will fit in here, including my phone, and there's so many different compartments. I've done so many reviews, and I think I've done reviews on every single one of these bags. So I'll link them down below in my description box if you want to go back and review those and do more research. But this is such a cute little bag, technically considered a small leather good or SLG from Chanel, but I definitely use this as a little bag for sure. Okay, let's see. Here, I kind of cheated. So these two, you can see based on the dust bags, they're both from Louis Vuitton. These are both in the most used category. So that would technically make it a total of 6 bags in the most used category. And I know I'm supposed to do 5 and 5, but these are kind of tied and I really couldn't figure out which one I used most. I feel like they were used pretty much the same. So let me show you the first one. Ta-da! This is the gorgeous Pochette Matisse in the monogram with the gold lock and the vachetta, and of course the perfect little back pocket here. I've had this bag for a few years now. It's my first Louis Vuitton bag, my first love with Louis Vuitton. I talk about that a lot, and I just love the soft microfiber lining and all the compartments on the inside. Just love this bag. I think it's so practical, and I feel like the silhouette is so pretty and so classic. And it has the matching monogram strap. And it's really versatile because there's multiple different ways to wear this. So yeah, lots of reviews on this bag as well. But this one, being the first Louis Vuitton bag I ever purchased, my first love. Then this one, which is newer, I bought this, I think at the tail end of 2020, something like that. So it's been a little over a year, but this one here is the Speedy Bb in the gorgeous lambskin. It's all black with the embossed monogram. This was out for just a little while, and then they discontinued it. And then they came out with the Cuisine collection that has like the more deeply embossed lambskin. So I guess they thought it was just too similar. But yeah, this was a seasonal piece. So cute. It's about the same size as the new Speedy 20, I would say, roughly, to give or take like a centimeter. And I just think it's so luxe, so soft, so well made. And of course it has the classic Speedy silhouette. And then my favorite, I have to show you, of course, this gorgeous strap, which totally just was like eye candy for me. I feasted on this as soon as I saw it. So this is like a braided, almost like three-dimensional chain with black leather and gold hardware. And it is removable, but it's not adjustable. So similar to the Hermes Mini Eveline, it depends on your height. But again, for me, it works beautifully, both on the shoulder and also crossbody. And it's just really comfortable. It's kind of hard to see inside because it's all black, and I do have a black organizer insert as well. But it has that same really soft microfiber lining as well as the same one as the Pochette Matisse. So quality-wise, I think it's absolutely beautiful. They have two totally different looks. I think you may have seen on Instagram a few times I put on my poll, like, which bag should I use today? Because usually when I'm looking at these two bags, for some reason, even though they're so different, I have a hard time choosing. So I feel like I've reached for them equally. And so I would have to say these are tied for that 5th spot in the most used handbag category. So I had to cheat a little bit. And then the very last bag, I think you can see in that dust bag back there, you can guess what it is. This is definitely least used. It's my last least used that I'm going to show you. It's gorgeous, but man, I think I've used it only once or twice. So this is my Birkin 30 in the gold togo with a gorgeous shiny palladium hardware. And it's just a stunning bag. I was so surprised when I got this Birkin from the boutique right around my birthday during the summertime. So I haven't had it that long. I've had it only for about 6 months or so. So I got it halfway through last year. So with that being said, I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to use this bag, but regardless, it's quite a big bag. I think it's perfectly proportioned for me. I think for the Birkins, the 30 is like the Goldilocks size, just because the handle length is so perfect for a crook of the arm or in your hand. The Birkin 25, to my surprise, was quite small in person, and the top handle was really short, so it wasn't very comfortable. And then anything above the 30 size was just quite behemoth for me, at least on my frame, so it was too big. But I think this looks quite commanding and beautiful without being too overpowering. However, I don't know. I don't usually use big bags, like I said, with my jumbo. I don't have a whole lot to carry. I did get this 7RP insert. Oh, it's not in here at the moment. I guess I have it in my closet, but I did get one and I showed it in one of my earlier videos. I've been storing it without the insert just because, I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe the insert's going to stretch it out a little bit. I'm actually starting to second guess purchasing that 7RP insert, but that's for a whole nother day. If you're interested in hearing that story and kind of why I'm waffling on that, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can follow up with a separate video. But yeah, this bag, I mean, it makes me speechless every time I look at it. I'm like, I can't believe I have a Birkin. I can't believe it. But I also can't believe I have barely used it. So it's sort of wasteful. So I'm on a mission to start using this more in 2022 for sure. So that's it. The bags are all kind of sprawled out outside the camera shot, but I did cover, I guess, a total of 11 bags technically, since these two were tied for the most used handbag category. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are there any surprises in the bunch, or were these pretty predictable? For those of you who follow me and watch me regularly, I wonder if you could just guess all of this. But I'd love to know, what is your most used handbag from 2021, and what is also your least used handbag from 2021? And are you looking to let it go, or are you looking to use it more in the new year? I'd love to know. Share your comments down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love for you to join this community, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Bye-bye.